quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Again, it's Watson. This is Fant on the short completion. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
To throw on second is Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and...
When you look at this defense,
they were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
2nd down and a yard. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards for number 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Here's Watson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
But now it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Flushed out right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
We're scoreless after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. To throw is Watson. Left side complete to Lockett. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Watson looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take... And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Danny Gray, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watson off play action. Throw out wide is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
2nd down and 8. Near his goal line, here's Purdy.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Purdy from the gun.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
Man open, it's Goodwin. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
Tyler Lockett. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on third, Watson. Staying on his feet, eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Purdy to throw it on first down.
Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Watson.
finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football, put the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down. Here's Purdy to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy. That's complete left side to Gray. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, here's Purdy. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Watson on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Rolling to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Throwing again is Watson.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 1st down, Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. Now Purdy. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the Dragons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Able to shake him off. Steps away. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 28-21, 2:10 on the clock. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man, Samuel. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Watson to throw. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
To throw, Watson. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watson.
It's caught. Lockett.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums.